Okay, so hello there everybody, this is Mikhail. Today I'm back with another Higurashi chapter 7 or 6. 8? I don't remember. Well then, let's continue on with another long episode probably. Good morning! Nice job yesterday, Keiichi. You didn't do so badly yourself, Leon. Yesterday was fun. Oh, that's right, Keiichi-kun. Thank you very much. For Mr. Bear. I'm glad you like it. Don't use it as a pinning cushion, though. I wouldn't. Why are you pushing? Still chatting happily, we entered the classroom, but the moment I stepped into the classroom, a splashing sound and a nasty sensation. It was a bucket filled to the brim with water. But unfortunately, my foot stepped right into it. My now, how delicate of you to mop the floor this morning. Wait, is he making sound effects? Alright, I'm back. Oh no. Alright. Keiichi said foot to my forehead. Okay. You should set a more brutal trap next time. Seeing that, Renda became as soon as Leon looked on dejectedly. Everything was the same as always. Everything was there and nothing felt out of place. The uncertainties I had in the back of my mind since yesterday had vanished. What is it, Keiichi-kun? Can you get enough sleep, maybe? Maybe? I slept like a log, but if you want, I'll do a reenactment during class. You shouldn't do that. Leon alerted us that the teacher was coming, so everyone shuffled off into their seats. Good morning, everyone. So yesterday was the festival. Thank you all to the people who stayed until the very end to help clean up. We were all suckers, so none of us actually helped clean up. Actually, I had a feeling that the only thing we did was run around the festival and cause a ruckus. Okay then. This time of year, you might see some people from out of town doing interviews about the festival for magazines. I thought it was the usual stuff, so I was going to tune it out, but I noticed a different tone in her voice and started paying attention. You may be asked questions, so don't say anything silly or something that can be taken the wrong way. Do you understand? In unison, everyone replied, yes, ma'am. What she said was really vague, but I understood what she was trying to say. After all, this was the 5th year. There were probably lots of third-rate reporters pouring in, hoping something regarding the curse had happened. It did nothing but perpetuate the village bad's image. She was saying, don't shut... Yeah, basically that. She was saying, don't spread a stupid... Dang it, I was saying it too loud. Don't spread a stupid shit if you think it's funny. And no, I was the one who needed to keep their mouth... Yeah, you need to keep your mouth shut, Keiichi. I found it rather cute how the sense of unity came from such a trite thing, if I do say myself. Alright, so don't say anything stupid, Keiichi. I'll summon you to club activities after school. Since everyone was still pretty tired from yesterday, we just spent the day relaxing Yeah, that wasn't happening. Today, let's play a classic game of deduction. How about this one? Oh, it came from overseas. Looks interesting. The instructions are in English, but the rules don't seem that hard. I won't lose you here. I'm not too bad at this game. It seemed that Rena didn't handle for this kind of game very well. What is it? The rules are the person who can match the murder. Oh, it's Clue! It's freaking Clue! That's awesome! There were three kinds of cards comprised of subjects, weapons, and locations. They're playing Clue! Holy crap, that's awesome. I can see that the names Leon and Rika were running on the suspect cards. Oh, a card with my name on it as well. There are plenty of different weapons too, like knives, axes, and poison. The locations are pretty nice too. Like the living room, the study, and the courtyard. So basically, you take out one of each of the cards. These are the answer cards. So we shuffle the remaining cards and hand them out. We ask each other about the cards and figure out the right ones. Ah, I see. So the cards nobody has are the true perpetrators. Then you raise your hand if you know the answer. The game ends and we check if the answer is correct. If you're right, then you get a point. If you're wrong, then you lose a point. Since the game ends, if no one gets it right, all the cards are gathered up and redistributed. You'll learn as you go. You only have to use your brain. You will get confused if you don't take notes. The rest of you can figure out by playing. So, Mion, what's the penalty of this game? Emma directed their attention to Mion. The penalty is you get murdered! I'm joking. Let's see. We're all still a little tired from yesterday, so we'll take it easy with a gopher penalty. You'll be asked to rest up and buy stuff for everyone. So, just being asked to go buy stuff like drinks and candy, I guess? I feel like the penalty today is pretty simple. I wonder, is it really? If Keiichi-san is thinking what I'm thinking, yeah. You don't know what you have to buy. I'm betting Leon will send out whoever loses to buy stuff like Hiramori Cream or Happy Family Planning Manual or other crazy stuff. The cards will lightly shuffle and pass up to each player. The real perpetrator, the correct weapon, and the scene of the murder had already been taken out, so that means all the cards I have in all are the innocent cards. Then, I'll go first since I'm the club president, I guess. Well, life study. You pick one suspect, murder, weapon, murder scene, and ask each person. If you have any of those guys, you might say, I have one. However, you don't need to say which one you have. Yeah, I got it. Me too. I have one. Oh my, all of them are here. 3 people answered it. If she asked if they have Leon, knife, and study. So that means Leon, knife, and study are all in the crew. Got to jot that down. Then I'll go. Rena, Axe, Lounge. Rena, Axe, Lounge? Okay then. Only 2 people said they had one. So it means out of Rena, Axe, and Lounge, one of them is correct and it's part of the crime. No, wait. Even if they said they have one, they don't have to say how many. It's possible that either Sakura or Pikachu has 2 of the cards. Well, Keiichi is next. Go ahead. Oh, wait a minute. I'm still sorting things out. The game has me thinking more than I thought. Oh man, this feels like it's going to be tough. Well, Clue is pretty tough. Alright, now I have the criminal. What? Already? Here I am spinning around in circles and Mika just now raises her hand. The murderer is Rika-chan. And the infirmary with the poison. Well, Yana drew the card from the box and we checked to see if her deduction was right. You're right. All I need is one more hand. How can I tell if it was a poison or a pistol? I never used a pistol. What? That's creepy. Rika-chan said with a hugely terrifying thing. Rika-chan just said a hugely terrifying thing with such a sweet little face. That's creepy still. Everyone was making a commotion about how they almost had it. Right now we were left out in the cold though. How did you do, Keiichi-kun? I couldn't get it at all. Don't worry. I had no idea either. How can you both be so unsure? You both end up in last place together at this rate. Together? That's even worse. Going off to buy something together as a couple. Why is it we end up how they buy? I can tell from Keiichi's expression that he's not really good at this game. What? That's not true. I'll show you the true power of Sherlock Maimara during the next round. My, that sounds wonderful. I shall give you quite a thrashing. After that, I managed to someone grasp the trick behind the game, but I was still always a step or two behind. Also, that Leon was somehow cleaning information from the others or asking their questions. That level of experience was just too much. All after the stage comeback, and so I became ruthless. I taught her a simple concept of deduction, switching the thought process needed to win. The important thing isn't to find the criminal, it's to win at the game. Eureka! Sorry. Need to go to the bathroom. Take your time and squeeze out of that. Oh. Thank you. Me-chan, that's gross. Adam pulled off the game while I headed down the hall. The air was crisp. It showed how stagnant the air from in the classroom was from our body heat. On the school ground, some of our classmates were still playing around. After spending some time cooling my head, Rena made her way out over towards me. Keiichi-kun, did you call me? Yeah, I did. As I got over my seat, I winked over at Rena. I'm glad it worked out. I don't want to waste time, so I'll get right to the point. Rena, what's your record at this game we're playing today? She was taken aback. After a moment, she hesitantly opened her mouth. Well, all reasons. Why do you ask? I wonder. You can tell how apprehensive she was for me. The way things are going, I worked well. I can't figure out the way to pull off the last-minute comeback for this one. So, I guess both of us would be taking a penalty? Hey, don't accept defeat already. How about we win this? Both of us. But how we? About my lips up to Rena Zero. Whisper. Huh? Shut up!
That made me think of a song.
Huh? Is that long? Did you forget, Rena? The second rule of our society. Do everything in your power to obtain victory. Yeah, I'll try my best. Our plan was entirely quite rudimentary one. At the beginning of the game, everyone would be focused on their own hand after taking notes and whatnot. Since our seats were next to each other, we would feel our hands to each other. If we did it under the desk, then nobody would know. We would begin the game twice as much information as everyone else. Having this much information would mean that we would need to investigate less. With this sort of plan of attack, we started with a big lead over the other guys. Yeah, with this we probably win. We both smirked at each other. If I was a shady businessman and Rena was a corrupt senator, pleasure was going to be pleasure doing business with you. Dang, I read it. Then let's hurry back. We'll work as a duo to surprise everyone. Hey now, there's no point if we go back together. It'll be like we flat out telling we made a little arrangement. Oh, sorry. What should we do? Oh, I switched voices. Go back ahead of me. I'll take my time after washing my face or something. Okay, got it. Rena turned around and headed back to the classroom. I guess sure I waited a little bit long before going back. If I went too soon, it wouldn't seem like I went to the bathroom. If Neon wouldn't have suspected something, ridiculous problems. Well, they'll figure it out sooner or later, but because both Rena and I will start winning over and over again. Both Rena and I will have earned enough points to avoid being losers by the time Neon realized what was happening. Excellent! Not bad at all. May I have a moment? Huh? It's the future. Man, things are getting good. What is it? I'm a bit... You have a guess. Please make your way to the entrance. I guess. It's not like I own a hotel. They have been waiting. Please hurry. It was rather unfortunate that I had someone waiting on me right before my big match, but I was more interested in the unexpected guess. I didn't want to waste my time, so I decided to take care of it quickly. The entryway was a heavy contrast with the hot sunlight and deep shadows. Hey! It's him! I'm not gonna say his name because that would be too much of a spoiler, plus he's about to introduce himself. Waiting there, looking uncomfortably warm, was a middle-aged man, his thighs sloppily loosened and his jacket tucked underneath his arm. Are you Maru-kun? Keiichi Maru-san? There is no question that he wasn't a resident of Higurashi, and that was without a doubt the first time we had met me. Ever since I met Tomitaki-san, I've been running into so many middle-aged men. That's right. Who might you be? I have the AC in my car. Let's talk there. It's a bit hot here, don't you think? His nose seems a little sunk in. The man, completely ignoring my question, pointed over the car and parked near the gate and began walking. You gotta be kidding me! I had no intention of going along with some geezer I didn't even know, and he was asking me to get in the car with him. I'm not going to buy it. Come on now. He opened the back door of the car and called me over. I didn't like this old man, but I wanted to know what this was all about. Even knowing that conversations that start out like this have never led to anything good. The inside of his car was pretty cool. Cars with air conditioners were supposed to be a luxury. My dad didn't have one in his car at least. Please let me know if it's too cold for you, okay? I have a habit of cranking it all the way up. So what business do you have with me? Alispire decided to ignore his remark in the same way he did to me and sent my own line of questioning. He pulled out a notepad from his pocket and took out a picture that was stuck in between the pages. On it was the face of a pretty goofy-looking guy. If you know anything related to this individual, then please tell me. What the heck is this? I doubt even his close friends would be able to recognize where he was from expressionless in that picture that looked like it was taken at the DMV. There were scribbles on his shirt done in permanent marker.
Uh-oh.
Starting with yours, my Chan. Son, and quite a few of your classmates signed as well. Huh? This is Tomitake-san. There is no hint of his usual reliable and easygoing personality in this photo. It was an expressionless, half-asleep face. Then, do you know this woman? Even before I seen, I had a good idea who it was. I don't remember her name, but she's some lady who was with Tomitake-san last night. I didn't know what her name was, but I did know she was a resident of Higurashi. When was the last time you saw these two? The night of the Onikakushi. We spoke. They seemed pretty close, I guess. Did anything bother you about them? Anything is fine. Go ahead and say it. Yuna's very little detail is troubling, honestly. I had a pretty good idea who this guy was by now. Did something happen to them? There was no response to my inquiry. Thus, I replied to that silence in kind. I was pretty sure. No, certain. That this guy was a cop. Then why? Why was he asking about Tomitake-san? Did something happen to him? More importantly, why me? Shouldn't there have been plenty of other people who knew about him than I did? The war air conditioner felt unbearably loud. After a long pause, he finally spoke again. You moved here just recently. Isn't that right, Maru-chan, son? Are you aware, I wonder? About the stories of Onikakushi-Hen. My heart began to race. I'm pretty terrible at hiding things. It probably showed on my face. Not at all? If you don't, then that's fine. Well, I have heard of it. Tomitake-san told me, actually. How much you know about it? There's his memory of killing. Accidental death. The death by illness followed by suicide. And the lady was beaten to death. The incidents that always happen on the day of the Onikakushi, ending in suspicious deaths. I didn't think Tomitake-san would have kept anything from me. I think that was everything. No, rather, I didn't want to think there was anything more than that. Do you know that? Well, curse my Maru-chan, son. I kept on calling him son. Feel free to speak openly about it. I don't believe in it. My answer was instant. There was so much I didn't believe in it as I was on the verge of believing. I wanted to clear away from my own doubts. That was a more prominent feeling. Really? Then that's great. Guess you really are one of those city-raised boys. So, what if I don't believe? I have friends waiting. So, can you get to the point? Mangan's picture is dead. My mind went blank. Huh? What happened to Tomotaki-san? It seemed that he died last night. That was the night of the Onikakushi-Hen. Do you understand the implications behind that, Maibara-san? Implications. Not any that. Not for the cause of death or the reasons behind it. The real problem was that he died on the day of the Onikakushi meeting this year. The course of Oishi summon has once again, the death of Jiro Tomitake is still confidential. You can understand why that is, right? I didn't want to understand why. Please tell me. Tell me what happened. It was rather particular. Well, it might be a little too graphic for someone born and raised in Himizawa. It was a roundabout way of saying it, but it caused me to doubt whether or not I wanted to hear the rest. I will only regret forcing myself to learn something I shouldn't. Or at least, that's how I figure I would feel if I listened to the rest. One of our patrol cars discovered the body on the way back from security detail at the festival. It was late, about 5 till midnight. Location was, you know where the road into town becomes paved, right? Down past the slope, on the shoulder, around here, there. There were a few street lights on that road. It was pitch black darkness and was only broken by the lights of the passing cars in the moon. With a stroke of luck that Tomitaki-san was spotted collapsed on the shoulder of the road. Tomitaki-san was face down, covered in blood. Blood and mud covered the asphalt. We thought it was a hit and run at first. But when the officer checked to see if he was still alive, he quickly noticed something abnormal. His throat has been ripped open. From a knife or something? No. Nails? As in fingernails? With those he clawed through. On the coroner's report, it was revealed that it was with his own nails. What? What does that mean? Basically, it means it wasn't a murder. It was suicide. The music got creepy. Tomitaki-san thought there was a reason to tear open his own throat. As hard as he could with it, as hard as he killed it with his own hands. Tore through his skin until he started to bleed. And even then, Tomitaki-san didn't stop. Continued clawing. With enough intensity that it could have peeled his nails, still clawing. Then his nails.
That's graphic.
My sister was looking at the screen and ruined the jump scare for me.
Sorry.
People would be asking, why are you in the same room as your sister while recording? Because I sort of have to. Then, his nails, which was vital arteries that should never damage, continued clawing split. Blood splatter on the ground around him. As he bled, while gasping for breath, he collapsed, his body spasming and died in agony. God! He thought drugs were the way, but nothing of that nature was detected. But it was a suicide? I never heard of such a thing. This unnatural way of dying. If it wasn't a mysterious death, then what was? The way he died in these 5 years. His death most resembled that curse. As if to show both myself and Tomitaki-san, who proclaimed there was no such thing as a curse, that we were wrong. There are a few more suspicious details. From his body chemistry, preparation, the operation, and so on. We concluded that he was hysterical right before his death. That was a given. As hardly as someone could be in a sound state of mind while crawling out the throat. wounds on his hand matched a discarded piece of lumber found nearby. There were traces of where he struck trees in the garden they looked with. Tomotake's blood was falling all over the place. Meaning that while turning out his own throat, he was soon being around a piece of lumber. There were external injuries which were not self-inflicted discovered on Tomotake's-san. There is a high probability that Tomotake's-san was assaulted. The external injuries suggest that there might have been multiple suspects. To summarize, Tomotake's-san was surrounded and attacked. While wandering through the night in the woods in a state of panic after being cornered, he picked up a piece of lumber and tried fighting back. Somewhere in there, he began madly tearing at his own throat, clawing at it, and he died. The assumed time of death was around 9:23 p.m., meaning it occurred right after he finished talking to Tomotake's-san at the festival. Everyone signed Tomotake's shirt, then parted ways. Right after that, oh yeah, he should have been with a woman. What about her? She's missing. She hasn't shown up to work and hasn't returned home either. There's a very high probability that she was involved with this incident. For a while, I could only gaze off into space. I never would have thought that something unfortunate happening to somebody close to me could affect me this deeply. The time I spent with Tomotake's-san was short. But we went to the same festival, spent time together, and took part in the same competition. He was one of us. I'm joking. We have been continuing the investigation on various fronts, but when it comes to Oishiro-sama's curse, the villagers here are not cooperative. That I knew well. I would have been none the wiser if not for Tomotage-san, the outsider, telling me. So that's why you came to me? Because I'm not originally from Himizawa? I should have been angry that was the reason you wanted to hear what happened for me. If things go the way they have been, the conclusion that would be Jiro Tomotage died from Oishiro-sama's curse. He turned away from me and gazed off into the distance. Oh wait, that was him. Wait, that was me. And I, the Onikakushi, during the secret ritual, he casually snapped off photos of Aaron angering Oishiro-sama. That's how it was going to turn out. And there was no way Oishiro would inflict divine punishment on Tomotage-san. Tomotage-san hadn't been killed by humans, and the cowardly group knew us. There's no way I'm gonna let this end up being a fall of some curse. I think so as well. There's no such thing as a divine punishment of curses. The tense mood was cut with a man's hearty laugh. And that's how this must be by our side. Cooperation with the individuals and communities who don't believe in the curses and indispensable. Understand? Neither Tomotage-san nor I believed in curses. But with the way things were going, we end up with Tomotage-san's death marking the 5th year. Which would mean that Himizawa had rejected Tomotage-san. That was something I couldn't allow. Tomotage-san was one of us. He didn't live in Himizawa, but he came every single year. In a sense, he was more a resident than I was. There was no way that Tomotage-san could have been cursed by Orishima-sama. But there's nothing I can do that can help. I have no idea what happened that night either. No. You see or hear something that draws your attention, then that is enough. If I see or hear, he was talking in future tense. Things, or people, or rumors, anything is fine. I don't care if they're unfounded. Here, this is my number. If I'm not there, then leave a message with whoever picks up. He handed me a piece of paper with his number on it. I hesitated for a second. If I took it, then whether I wanted to or not, I'd be a mere knee-deep in this matter. Please, help me solve the questions surrounding Tomotage-san's unfortunate death. That's right. Why was I hesitating? I needed to find the murderer who killed my friend. snatched the piece of paper as a satisfied grin spread across his face. Everything we spoke of today is a secret. Please keep this confidential. Understood. From your friends as well, especially from Sonizaki's side and Furida's side. Please do not inform them. Sonizaki? Do you mean Mion? What? Are you saying that they have something to do with the incident? With my friend's name is brought up so abruptly, and being told to keep it a secret from them, I became rather angry. This is what they call an investigative privilege, I suppose. Don't play games with me. Mion is a close friend of mine. I snapped at him, but he did seem especially to be offended. I wouldn't mind telling you, but it may upset you. Say it. He hesitated though, turning his gaze to the outside of the car and began to speak, after thinking for a bit. There is a possibility that the strange incidents happening here in Himezara are a result of a village conspiracy. There's no way that could be right. Give me a break. First of all, is there any proof of that? No evidence. Also, Eugene cases were resolved, and none of the perpetrators had any direct connection to the village. Then how did you come to that conclusion? Every year, the enemies of the village die on the day of the Royal Nagashi. Don't you think that's a reason enough to suspect something? Only the residents of Himezara thought that the day of the Royal Nagashi was sacred. So basically, because the incidents happened on that day, it was somehow related to Himezara. First, it was the damn construction on the foreman. Then it was the villager that supported it. Those who hold a grudge against die one after another in the form of mysterious causes. The means are different, but in the end the result is the same. Unfounded, unreasonable suspicion. But it couldn't be just shrugged off. So, the victims of that, and about the Shinto priest and his wife's death, they weren't enemies of the village. The villagers had expected leadership from the Shinto priest at the time of the dam dispute, but he wasn't proactive, so there was a fraction of the villagers who harbored ill will towards him as a result. Ill will? It's not like he did anything bad to the village. What about the housewife after that? Did she die just because she was the wife of a brother of a supporter? That's such a trivial reason to kill someone. What about Tomotake's-san? He's not affiliated with the damn project at all. He was just killed because he was an outsider? Again, it fell on those related to the damn project. But the years went on, the enmity threshold of the victims became much lower. Well, that's the scary part. The bar keeps getting lower. What's scary about that? It means it's not just the enemies in the village anymore. There's being outsiders who isn't enough. Then, next year's victim. You're just going to be picked out of the village outsider pool? It might be a person that just moved here. What do you mean by... I swear it's here in Himezara. You want to be considered those outsider I was proven enough, wasn't I? I still can remember the names of the people I passed by. Then, the next victim is my family. Was he saying it was going to be me? But, what does this have to do with Neon? I can't go into details, but the Sonizaki family led the damn protest. Quite forensic, so. This is also the true Mion Sonizaki's side herself. She has quite a few misdemeanor and obstruction of public worker offenses on her record because of the protests. I knew Mion knew what it meant to fight. This was the first I heard her family leading the protest, though. Then, well, what did it all mean? Are you saying that Mion's family is involved in a series of incidents? I wouldn't go that far. I'm just saying that if it was a conspiracy, then they have the highest probability of being behind it. Not a very clear explanation. I felt like I could manipulatively avoid the details I wanted to know. We don't know who or how involved everyone is right now. That is exactly why I don't want you to say anything to the villagers. Instead of answering, I gave a very bitter expression. It seemed that he understood it well enough. Okay, think of this like this. I don't want to worry the villagers who blindly believe it's the curse. How about that? What do you mean by how about that? How should I know? But the reasoning behind wanting me to carelessly open my mouth about it wasn't too hard to be comprehend. The perpetrator was here. It had nothing to do with the curse. It was definitely going to be caught by the police and make him pay for it, and make him pay to his crimes. And none of the villagers would have anything to do with that process. It may cause the those sensitive about the curse to worry needlessly. Just like everyone kept it from me, so I wouldn't worry about it. Is it my turn to keep it from them so they don't have to worry? I was talking to myself. Unlike me, I would have been worrying over the serious incidents here, and the incident this time means a lot more to them. I didn't want to burden them anymore. In the end, everything went as the man wanted, and his spirit was, it couldn't be helped. Understand, I'll keep things out. Is that fine? Mr. Oishi, the Okiomiya police station. You can call me current, Chad, if you want. Ah, no. Oishi said it's fine. The way he said it was unpleasant, yet retained hints of politeness. He was a spitting image of a vulgar police officer. No. I've seen one this bulky before in the cop shows I watch. I never seen it. I've taken up too much time. Your friends are waiting much, eh? I should probably let you get back to them. The door opened with a click and streamed their oppressive heat. It was blistering outside the car. Was it really this hot of a day? It was an almost cruel heat, as opposed to the mechanical coolness inside the car. It was as if the land Higurashi itself suddenly hated me. I felt a little sidewalk cross my mind. I didn't mean to suspect your friends. Please don't misunderstand that. I refrained from telling that it was too late to say something that self-serving. It's fine if you don't see or hear anything, my lawyer-san. There's enough proof that the village is not involved. I'll contact you if I hear or see anything. But I'm no detective. Please don't expect too much from me. I won't. You don't have to become a detective. Just go on living as you have up until now. Just let me know if you notice anything. I hastily made my way back to the school building after giving him a quick bow. See you later. Farewell, my daughter. I returned to the school building without looking back. I don't know how much time has passed. I did feel bad for keeping them waiting, but right now there was a lot on my mind. Tomitake's death was hard enough as it was, but to think there's a possibility of a village conspiracy. Worse still, there was also a chance that Bion was involved. Nonsense. Impossible. Not Bion, Rena, Satoko, or Rika-chan. It was a group that attacked Tomitake-san. Who could the perpetrators really? Could it be they were hiding here somewhere in Mizawa? I didn't know. All they said was something that I knew Leon couldn't be the perpetrator. It's me-chan, the perpetrator. Huh? I was startled to hear Rena's voice. With a rope in the lounge. Nope. No! Yeah, crush your head while flaming out. Looks like you're self-destructing over there. Wow. Ah! Keiichi-san, you're quite late. As you may well know, I'm seething with anger. Sorry about that. I was calling from the staff room to see. You were perimetered for bad behavior? That's a shame. Well, it's been pretty heated over here. Since it's been pretty late, let's make the next game the last one. If I remember right, at 0 points. Isn't that pretty much decided I'm going to be finishing in last place? Don't worry, Keiichi-kun. I'm at -1 point. Oh. The heck? Your score is lower than mine, and I wasn't even playing. The final match to decide the penalty is going to be carried out by Ren alone, or by both Keiichi and Ren. Yeah, right. Just let Rena do the penalty by herself. We made a promise, Keiichi-kun, that we will both win. I waited all this time, you know. I'm sorry about that. Wow, Keiichi-kun. I followed my initial plan of showing Ren my cards, but I didn't say who was the criminal. I just waited for her to call. I got it. The murderer is me. The poison at the entrance. Is that it? Is that it? Wow. My. Lena, what a good answer. I'm gonna stab the dark. Oh! Lena's correct. Oh! And they decided that Keiichi-san will take part in the penalty as well. Hooray! Keiichi-kun, let's both do our best. Shut up. Yeah, let's do our best. It's my fault. So I had no choice. And that's the game. It's me, Beyonce Nozaki, ranked first. Like that vessel, Keiichi Maibara, and whenever you... Everyone applauded as the game meant thing. The problem now was the penalty. Now then, I ranked first, so I'll decide what you'll be buying it for the golfer penalty. Oh, what she will make us buy it? Let's backlist the drugstore. That was your aim, wasn't it? Huh? I don't have any business at the drugstore. This old man's already got a list prepared for you on this nice piece of paper. Whoa, there's a lot written here. What? Damn! What is she making us buy? 2 blocks of tofu, shampoo, and conditioner, apple vinegar, and fried tofu. The heck is this? It looks more like a shopping list than a penalty. He was certain that she was going to win today. Rule 7 of our society. You cannot refuse any penalty. Here's some money. The shampoo are usually at a smooth table, thanks. This is just your grocery list! I promised myself if I won next time, I'll make you buy hemorrhoid cream. Wow. And... Higurashi. And pride. Oh! Okay then. Well, that's the end of the chapter, I guess. I like that! Achievement unlocked. Not a clue. Alright. Well, everybody, leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you next time. Okay.